Hello and welcome to a short video recipe on how to utilize chapter title labels in Bookalope. In this video, we will walk through the best uses of the chapter title labels for optimal structure and accessibility in your manuscript. Let's get started. Why is it important to spend time reviewing your chapter title labels and making sure you're utilizing them properly? Having the correct labeling for all the elements in your manuscript will ensure that the document is properly structured and optimized for accessibility. With proper labeling, not only will you avoid common formatting mistakes like misplaced page breaks and styling errors, but you will also ensure that both the content and styling of your book adapts to different devices and is readable for text-to-speech technology. This way, your book will be accessible to any reader from any device. It's important to note that if labeling is not used properly in Bookalope, this is going to show up stylistically with visible style errors when you convert your book to its final format. So how do you make sure you're using the chapter title labels correctly? Start by selecting the element in your manuscript you'd like to label as a chapter title by ticking the empty checkbox on the left. Once you have a blue checkmark, select chapter title from the list of available labels. The main function of the chapter title label is to create a logical separation between the previous elements in your manuscript and this new section. In accessibility terms, we call this a landmark. Think of it as a signpost that indicates the end of one section and the start of another. What kind of section this is will be determined by the details you provide. The more accurate and detailed the information is, the more Bookalope can ensure that each section conforms to industry stylistic and accessibility conventions. Once you've selected the chapter title label, you will see a toolbox appear at the bottom of the screen which will allow you to categorize the title according to the chapter kind. You can select from various front matter, main matter, and back matter options. Bookalope offers a wide range of options from labels such as title pages and normal chapter titles within your book to copyright and dedication pages and even bibliographies. Select the option that fits best with the specific section you're working with. We will cover more in-depth use of specific chapter kinds in a separate recipe video. Depending on the kind of section, you may also want to make use of the two additional checkboxes at the bottom of this toolbox. For example, if you're working with the copyright section of your manuscript, then you'd probably want to remove it from the table of contents to not obstruct the functionality of the table of contents with unnecessary detail and maintain it as a helpful resource for readers. Additionally, you wouldn't need the copyright title to appear on the actual copyright page either, as the reader only needs the actual copyright information contained in this section. To do this, simply check the Hide Chapter Title box. Something important to understand is that Bookalope treats chapter titles as a form of container. Because they act as landmarks and separations between logical sections, each chapter title label catches anything between itself and the next chapter title label, and treats it as an individual section. That means structurally, you have to include all chapter elements of your manuscript after the chapter title you'd like each element to appear in. Let's go through a simple example. Let's say on your original manuscript you have included the author name above the book title on the title page. When we apply the chapter title label to the book title and we specify its chapter kind as a title page, this will create an unwanted separation between the author name and the book title stylistically. To avoid that, you want to make sure the author name appears under the book title, as you ultimately want it to remain part of this title page. To quickly change the order of the elements, just select the author title and select the keys Option and down arrow on a Mac or Windows and down arrow on a PC. That's it. If you want to access more detailed information on how to use Bookalope to its fullest potential, you can find more short tutorials on how to use our tools on our YouTube channel. Alternatively, you can also find these in our online manual page. You'll find all the relevant links in the description box below. Thank you for watching.